Alright, everybody, and welcome to the pre-show. Go ahead and get a look at these lists. Teemo on the left, pile of garbage on the right. Modest pile of garbage, but I can't fit all that in the overlay. So it's just a regular-ass pile of garbage. Alright, looks like we've got player 1, initiative going to garbage. So let's denote that. Bets are up in the chat. If you'd like to place a bet, you're watching on Twitch, !bet. Then the bet ID, 0 for Teemo, 1 for pile of garbage. And the number of credits you'd like to bet, 100 being the max. Sonic in the chat likes to look at these lists, very weird. 3 bounty hunters versus Nora with freelance slicer. Very interested in that. Sonic says spray it, don't say it. I'm stealing that. I'm going to say it in the archive, and I'm not going to give you credit for it. Alright, very careful rock placement here, which is weird when you consider that Tobias Beckett is here. But, looks like somebody wants to bunch these rocks over on the right here. I would imagine that would be Modest, keeping the rocks on his side so that he can advance past them and engage over here, maybe. Got some weird positioning here. Teemo over here, just testing the waters, seeing what he can get away with without being accused of fortressing. I think I looked it up in one of his matches, and it does need to be more than 2 ships. So he's going to try and force an engagement over here. Looks like we've got a flanking Luke. Mars in the chat with the quads. Throw them in the air like you just don't care. Tobias is gonna move one of these rocks. Let's look up the rules real quick while we're here. Control F. Fortressing is conduct violation of relating to a game state in which one or both players are using the rules for overlapping ships to prevent the movement of their own ships. Let's see here. The criteria in the game state for fortressing are as follows. Do the maneuvers that a player has selected. All the ships have... Sorry, I lost my place. All of that player's ships have overlapped one another in such a manner that none have managed or have changed position on the board for 2 or more consecutive rounds. And that player could have selected other maneuvers. All of that player's ships have overlapped. So yeah, As long as it's not all of them, it's not fortressing. Alright, looks like they started time, so I'm going to start it here. Yeah, we're good. Sonic says he's super hyped for the resistant bombers. Man, I'm a little worried about him. But anyway, let's get this game started for real. Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got another match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This one between Teemo on the left and Pile of Garbage on the right. Let's actually get out of Game Master mode so they can't see my hand. There we go. We've got Teemo flying triple bounty hunters. He's bumping them down here at the bottom of the board to wait for a favorable engagement. Meanwhile, Pile of Garbage over here, flying Nora, Sabine, and Luke. Actually, he does not have Juke Sabine. Hold on. I was showing him what I thought his list should look like. What it actually looks like is this. So he has Trick Shot on Sabine because he wanted to fit R2-D2 on Luke. So we'll see. I mean, I feel like Juke should be stapled to Sabine, but not everybody agrees. Not everybody wants to sacrifice their 3-charge regen astromech. But I think R5 is pretty good on Luke. So we'll see how this Sabine works out for him. So he's got Nora, Luke, and Sabine. This Nora, very interesting, with Freelance Slicer. Going to allow him to spend one of his 2 target locks from R3 to roll a die. And on a hit, I believe he gives the attacker a jam, so he could strip one of their tokens or their target lock. And on a crit, I believe it hits them both. They both get jam tokens. Oh, no. You give them a jam by spending the target lock, then you roll a die, and on a hit or crit, you gain a jam as well. See how it works out for him. I have yet to see anyone use Freelance Slicer. Mars says, I was thinking about picking up TTS while it's on sale. Why not? Have every ship in X-Wing at your disposal. Get to play and test things easily. It's great. Help you work out lists before you take them to your physical store tournament. It's great. Alright, so they did break the fortress here. They are all nice and tight together. Let's mark these ships. So we have blue and red and green. Apologies to all the color-blind viewers out there. Blue, red, and green. Green's already dialed in, doesn't have a whole lot of choices in front of him. Sabine looks like she's facing a rock, but her ability, if we take a look at it, before you activate, you may perform a barrel roll or boost action. She does like to barrel roll into a red evade and then do a blue maneuver. It's even better if she has juke, but I'm not going to complain about that. See, each of these are 2s. bounty hunters. No overlap in initiative here. Jacob says, I don't own a computer, so I have to take any list I want to try to the store. Then I proceed to get my teeth kicked in and go back to playing Imperial Aces. Yeah. Tabletop Simulator definitely helps with that. 4 forward from blue here. And 1 bank from red. I guess green moved and boosted. Yep, 3 bank and a boost. Gets all up in the grill of Nora here. This is questionable. I mean, he probably wants to get as many dice as possible. He has... Bumping Nora isn't great because you're just giving her her ability. Now, who has she target locked? Just this rock. Okay. Sabine comes in with a 3 bank. Barrel roll beforehand. Doesn't leak to action because she doesn't want the stress, and that would not have allowed her to focus. Luke's going for the target lock on blue here. Proton Torps are nice on Luke since he has the force charges. We'll have two sort of calculates and a target lock. Alright, so Luke's going to start us off here. 4 dice Proton Torp shot. Hit, crit, and 2 focuses. He's going to spin those. Force points, I imagine. And get 2 crits and 2 hits. 2 focus results out of the fire spray. So takes all shields on blue. Alright, so now Nora's going to get a range 1 shot into the same fire spray. She does not have any mods, though. One hit and a crit. Ooh, and Natty evades. Luck's out on that one. Sabine's going to get a range 2 shot into blue as well. 3 dice and a focus. 1 hit and a focus. Probably going to spend it. Nope. Going to keep it. 2 focus results. Means that is a damage card going through. That's half points. 33 points on the board for garbage. Ooh, and these fire sprays going to take their chance. Do their dance on Sabine. It's 2 hits. Ooh, blanks out on Sabine. So that's 1 shield and a hull. That's half points. 20 points on the board for Teemo. Ooh! Hit, crit onto Nora, it looks like. That's the only shot he has. Nora's going to get a free evade. So we take a look at Nora's ability. While you defend, if there's an enemy ship at range 0 to 1, you may add 1 evade result to your die results. So it gets 2, takes 1 on the shields. Alright, so blue fire spray is going to shoot into Sabine. 1 hit. And he did not evade, so that is 2 blanks. Takes another damage. So Jacob says, I think it's funny that this little shuttle is one of the best ships in the Rebel faction. Yeah, I mean, I really think you want... you really want that evade token. And you really want Juke. Alright, looks like somebody's taking a look at dials here. What is this one? Is that the attack shuttle? I think so. It's definitely not the fire spray, right? No. It's the attack shuttle. Jacob says she's basically an ace, even at Initiative 3. Yeah. I think she's strong if used correctly. She can come into a fight with focus and evade. But unfortunately... Mars says, Debris Gambit Sabine is also decent. You're right. So that would allow you to barrel roll into a red evade, which would then become white if you're close to debris. And then do a white maneuver. Maybe it's better to get attached to Debris Gambit Sabine, since Juke will probably be changing. Alright, back to dials. These fire sprays are going to be moving first. So where are they going to be headed? They probably want to go ahead and get Sabine off the board. Could see a straight maneuver here. Just catch things in the back arc. And then do a hard turn here with green. Yeah, I think it's probably best for blue to sort of run. Force Nor to engage you in the back. Oh, nope. One hard turn. Wants to get in the way here. Goes for the boost. Good call. Getting away from Luke here. Of course, Luke could supernatural reflexes, barrel roll, K-turn, something silly. Let's take a look at Luke's S-foils. They are open. He has regened 1 force point. Mars says, I'm not sure Juke is underpriced. Only 2 ships take it. Is that the Phantom and the Defender? I think Sabine takes it. Not all the time. It's not stapled to her like it is those other 2 ships. So a barrel roll from Sabine, then a hard turn. Still puts her range 1 behind blue here. This focus is for the green fire spray. Luke barrel rolls right, then does a 3 hard. Bumps into blue here. So still a good job getting blue out of here. He's taken the majority of the damage. So at least 2 ships can't shoot him. And looks like Nora's not going to be able to shoot him either. Nora bumps, so not able to get these target locks in here. Ascelator says, why no evade? She did a 1 bank, right? I think she did a hard turn. She barrel rolled right. No, she tried a bank left 1. Yeah, I don't know why she didn't evade. We'll be sure to ask him about that after the game. So Luke's going to take a range 1 shot in a green. 4 dice. Primary. Ooh, hit, crit, crit. 2 focuses. Is he going to spend it? I think he should, yeah. So green takes 1. Alright. So then it should be Nora's shot. Does she have a rear arc shot? Sure does. Range 1 into green. So it didn't, well, blue's the one that evaded pretty much all the arcs. 3 dice from the back. 2 hits. And 2 blanks. So that's 2 shields gone from green. Down to 1. That's all that can hit him, so no half points for that ship this round. I'm going to check and see if Sabine has a shot in a red, and she does not. Alright, 4 dice, out the rear. Ooh, 3 hits, so one of those is going through. Sabine's on 1, so she's dead no matter what. Blanks out. Takes it all. So that's 39 points on the board for Teemo. But that was the easiest ship to kill. We'll see how he does with Luke and Nora. Alright, so this shot into Luke, 2 hits, 1 evade, and he's just gonna have to take that. Luke does regenerate 1 of his force points. He must have already used 1. Death Dream says, wow, Sabine has not dodged shit. You're right. You're right. Alright, so green into Luke, 2 hits, 1 evade. Is that another shield? It sure is. Yeah. He does have R2-D2, but he might have to leave the fight for a bit. Alright, back to dials we go. So, I imagine we'd see green 3-bank or hard turn in here. Maybe let red fire spray turn, green fire spray turn. Yeah, you've got plenty of shots out the back. I don't know if you can get in here and block. Jacob says 2.0 regeneration takes so much time. Sort of. I was telling Garbage here that I thought it would be a better list if Sabine had Juke instead of Trick Shot and Luke went down to R5. R5 is pretty good on Luke because you can still shoot, and he doesn't need his action quite as much to focus. So he could regen and still shoot since he has his force points, which, by the way, he's regened back up to 2. But yeah, I think if Garbage here had, you know, in this first engagement, barrel rolled, red evade, 1 bank instead of 3. Actually, if this is, he could have 2 banked, if that is indeed Sabine. Relieve that stress from the linked action and then focus. So he could have been focused evade up here, which would have been at least 1 more evaded damage. And then the next turn, he should have definitely evaded before that bump. So he would have evaded 2 damage and maybe forced through even more with Juke. But that is not the way this one went. Ooh, some nice tight maneuvers here. Going for focuses on all these ships. Nora might actually get to use her action this turn. I almost wonder if... Actually, this one moved first. I was wondering if he could have boosted into Nora's way, but I think this guy was in the way. Too hard. Bumps again for Nora. She is not going to be able to use that freelance slicer. That was the thing I was looking for the most in this game. But it is not happening. She may not end up with any shots. She probably has a range 3 into this blue fire spray. 4 forward from Luke. Has his S-foils closed. Going to regen with R2. "52 minutes left." The blue bounty hunter is the one that's hurt the most. Yep, here's a range 3 shot. Closest to closest is probably through that rock. Yeah. Range 3 through a rock. So 2 plus 1 for range, plus 1 for rock. 4 evade dice. 3 attack. And the blue fire spray has mods, so this may not go well for... Nope. Blank, blank, eyeball. It's nothing for Nora. Green fire spray is going to take an obstructed shot into Luke. That is obstructed, right? Yeah, it's obstructed. So 4 dice for Luke. Are they saying it's unobstructed? Yeah, it's obstructed. Okay. Out the back arc. Focuses for hit crit. One evade. Still gonna... Oh, no, he's gonna spend the force point. He good. Alright, so this is out the back arc into Nora. 1 hit. He's got to spend it to do any damage. And he's going to do 1. 1 shield down for Nora. Alright, out the back arc at Nora. Absolutely nothing. Well, he's going to spend the focus, but it's a guaranteed evade. So, no need. And back to dials we go. This is going to be an uphill battle for Garbage here. He is regenning shields on Luke. And luckily, only 1 of these fire sprays is facing him. If he turns left, he should be pretty safe. He might boost into a 3-bank, get him some good distance, and put blue out here on its own. Maybe he'll Talon roll? He's not in a great position because Luke is probably going to flank or come up this side of the board, and then Nora's going to come up the left. Nora's still got proton torpedoes and the ability to jam him. I feel like Freelance and Torps don't really go together because you want to have a target lock on your opponent so that you can spend it with Freelance. But that means you don't want to spin that target lock to use Torps. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to see him target lock anything to see what decisions he makes with those. Now, what do you do with red here? Do you hard turn and hope to catch Luke going up the board? Or do you play it safe, come down here with maybe a bank and then a boost, just in case? Does a hard 2 make it here?
For some moments in life, there are no words.
Probably. Yeah, it should put it right about there. But 1 hard would be corner to corner, and a 2 hard should just barely get you by, I think. But Lord knows I'm the worst at measuring those sorts of things. Could K turn? Don't think that's necessary. I think you 2 hard. Maybe boost, maybe just stay there. There's a 3-bank with blue, so he's gonna try and catch Luke here. Now, does he boost? He's thinking about it. Ooh, he boosts forward. He's looking to get a hard turn next turn, probably. Ooh, with the spicy 3 Talon roll. He's looking to drag it back just a little bit. There he goes. Take the stress. He's gonna have to eat some some modded shots from Nora, probably. Ooh, a 3-4. Does that not? It does not land on the rock. Wow. I thought he was gonna have to bank. But he's a much better player than me. Just misses that asteroid. Goes for the target lock on Luke, just daring him to regen. That Nora Wexley target lock's gonna stay on this rock. Now this thing is getting in the way, and I think in casual games I'd be inclined to say, hey, let's just get rid of that target lock, it's just getting in the way. But when there is jam floating around, that is actually to your advantage. And there are players who would say, in your first turn, target lock a rock, just in case somebody has jam. That way you can break that lock to get rid of the jam token. You don't lose your focus. Or your action or whatever. You don't have to manually get rid of that. Marsh says, fire sprays don't hit rocks. We've all seen the movies. You're right. What was I thinking? Ooh. Luke moves up here. The 2 hard left and a boost. He does have a target lock. His S-foils are still closed, which is why he got to boost, but doesn't matter, because he's going to use a torp. He's looking for an unobstructed shot over the croissant here. Ooh. The Fabulous? I'm going to say the Fabulous. That's how I choose to pronounce that. Thanks for the subscription. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. 2 hits, 2 focuses. He's going to spend those force points probably, and that is the last proton torp on Luke. And yes, he's going to spend it. 3 hits and a crit. They are going to give him the obstruction. 1 evade, so he's taken... Oh boy. 2 hits and a crit. And that crit is... Stunned Pilot. After you execute a maneuver, if you moved through or overlapped an obstacle, suffer 1 damage. Thanks for the follow. Fabulous. I apologize for butchering that. You don't want to see me sound words out. It's bad news. Alright, so let's put that in the overlay. Blue. Hit, crit. We should have 2 left. There we go. Stunned. Alright, so it looks like 1 hit. He's going to spin the target lock for 2 hits. No, this is... Oh, this is at the back arc from Nora into Green, who rolls 1 evade. So Green loses his last shield. 39 to 33. It's a lot closer than you probably would have thought. So Red's going to take a range 3 shot at Nora. Gets nothing. Nora has that free evade anyway. Need to get at least 2. Alright, a range 1 shot into Nora. A hit crit. So Nora needs to roll 1 evade. Ooh, and she does it! Natties. I see the Fabio. I can pronounce that at least. It's a French first name, so hard to pronounce. Thank you for your understanding. The Fabio. I did watch quite a bit of the French Nationals this weekend. Good showing. Lots of Imperials. Refreshing to see after so much scum. Thanks to First Earth for doing all that streaming. Alright. So we know which way Blue's going to go. He is kind of stuck here. He could Talon roll, but I don't think that does him any good. I mean, it does get his arc facing this way instead of this way. But maybe you too hard and then boost to try and get around Luke. Mars was happy about that final at the French Nationals. Yeah, I was too. I think I was a little tired of Punishers at that point, but I was happy to see Bombers. Get a bank and a boost. Can you get around that with a too hard? Ooh. Alright, 2 bank, so he doesn't want to chance it. And a boost. 1 bank bumps with Green here. Too hard with the blue fire spray, probably gonna boost. Is he gonna hit that rock? I don't think so. Yep, he boosts. So he's just hoping for not a barrel roll into a K-turn from Luke. Ooh, Nora going for the target lock. Alright, Luke looking to get out of this situation. He still has his S-foils closed. He's gonna barrel roll left. Spins his force point to do that, and then do a 1 forward. Ooh, did he make it out of that arc? Ooh, he boosts. So absolutely he does. Nicely done. Spins an R2-D2 charge to regen. Got 1 left. And he's back to full shields. I forgot to add that back the last time he regened. Alright, here's a 3 dice attack, I think from Nora's rear arc into green. Rolls 1 crit. Is she going to spin the target lock? No, because she wants to use... Oh my god, 2 natty evades from the fire spray. She's wanting to use Freelance Slicer. No, she's not. 2 hits and a crit. She gets 1 evade and rolls a blank. So he's taking hit crit. And that crit is... Disabled Power Regulator. Before you engage, gain 1 Ion token. After you execute an Ion maneuver, repair this card. So that's not going to trigger this turn, but next turn he's going to start getting Ion. He is a medium base, so it'll be 2 more turns before he has to do an Ion maneuver. So he gets plenty of time to get ready for that. Alright, so red, shooting range 3 just barely, gets the corner of Luke. 1 hit, 1 eyeball. He did regen 1 force point, so he's... Oh, wait. He had a target lock, which he's going to spend for nothing. And he spins the force point. So he regened 1 because he was getting shot at. And then spent it. Oh, let's go ahead and put Disabled Power Regulator onto Nora. Alright, back to dials. 36 minutes left. What are these guys gonna do? Blue needs to get out of there. Why have I been taking... Red is... It's blue that has a stun pilot. And is down to 2 hull. Red is fine. Yeah, red's on full hull. Lost his shields. Sorry, green lost his shields. Red's fine. Yeah, there we go. That should be right. All right. Dial's going down. Where do you go with Luke here? He's got full shields now, so he needs to re-engage. Blue is the one that's easiest to kill. Green, I think you turn left. That seems like the right call. Move up a little bit with Nora. Try and stay close. Move in with Luke. Maybe do an advanced or a supernatural boost into a hard turn. Barrel roll, maybe. 4 forward from blue. He's going to try and get out of here. Which is fine. Keep him out of the fight. You got 34 minutes left. You could probably put the pain into green here. Mars says, yeah, I think bring your forces together and try to take out green. Yep. I think we're all in agreement there. Ooh, Death Dream says, Nora too hard right. I almost... he couldn't go left, right? No, I was trying to think of a way he could hard turn, barrel roll. That would make next turn a little troublesome. Ooh, goes with a K turn out of Nora. Looks like she's maybe getting turned around and ready for that disabled power regulator. There's the too hard out of Luke. His S-foils are open. So he definitely should have gone for the boost there. Would have put him around here. Thank you, Mars, for appreciating that. Alright, Nora, shooting range 3, does still have the target lock. Is she going to use... She is going to use the Proton Torps. Because why not? And takes an ion. Ooh, 2 hits. Gonna reroll these 2 focuses. Oh, into 2 blanks. That should be hit crit. Ooh, that's painful. 1 evade, so 1 crit into green. And that is gonna go through. He doesn't have any shields left. And that is... Damage Sensor Array. You cannot perform actions except the focus action and actions from damage cards. As an action, you can repair that card. Yeah, the Fabio says that's sad reroll, but I'm glad they happen. I don't like the idea that Proton Torps are pretty much a guaranteed 3 to 4 hit every turn, every time you shoot them. So it's nice that we see some dice variance in them every once in a while. No more guidance chips. So red's going to take a shot into Luke. We'll see if they say that's obstructed. It's definitely range 3, so he's getting 3 dice. Looks like it's unobstructed. 1 crit. He's got a target lock and he's going to spend it. Rerolls the 2. Gets hit crit into Luke. Ooh, and Luke gets 2 natty evades. He is A-okay. Ready to fight another day. Alright, hit crit into Nora, who's not going to get any free evades this time. Got 5 hull left. Now she's got 4 hull left, unless that's a double damage. We'll see what that crit is. And it is Fuel Leak. After you suffer critical damage, suffer 1 damage, and repair this card. Action, repair this card. So Nora did get an ion that turn. Wonder if we'll see her turn away. Man, what do you do with green? Damage sensor, let's put that on there. So we can only focus, so that's not too bad. I mean, he may have wanted to boost or target lock. I think now it's just going to be a try and stay alive. Red's heading toward a rock, so he's not going to get any actions. He's not going to be able to move and boost or anything. Blue's limping along, so we could see the beginning of the end here for the fire sprays. If Nora and Luke can manage to take out this this green fire spray and then come along the bottom of the board and get blue, they should be able to PS kill blue. He's on 2. Probably going to take a little bit more to do that from green. Still got 5 left. Is Luke at full force now? Yeah, he sure is, sorry. There it is. Maybe you K-turn here with blue, actually, and get him running this way. Oof. That's tough. Nope. 1 forward out of blue. And a boost around this rock. 3 forward out of red. He's going to roll for that rock. Ooh, takes a hit. Lucky break here for pile of garbage. Red loses his first shield. Too hard turn out of green. And he's going to focus. Makes sense. He's probably just hoping for Nora to get around in here with a 2. Oh, ooh. Does Nora have arc? I don't think so. Gonna relieve that stress. Maybe she target locks him to get rid of that focus. It might be time to do the old freelance slicer. So let's cross our fingers that we get to see the slicer come on. Luke's gonna 1 bank, it looks like. Not overcommitting. He barrel rolls to get out of arc of red here. It's just gonna have to hope for some naturals. Range 3, unobstructed. Anything but blanks. And he gets a blank. Alright, hit crit. Not bad. And no evades here for green. So hit crit, and that is a double damage. Down to 2. Wow, wow, wow. So Luke and Nora should have no problem hunting this fire spray down. Nothing for Nora. Alright, let's see it. Freelance slicer. Oh, Nora gets her second ion. And there it is. Oh, I want to see him. Forgot the slicer. Oh well. Didn't need it. Oh, actually he did. Because that would have been... If he'd spent the target lock, he would have jammed the fire spray, which would have gotten rid of the focus, which would have made it hit crit, which he would have avoided. So the crit goes through, triggers fuel leak. And the crit is wounded. So he's down to 2. Oh. Oh man. Freelance would have stopped him from using the focus, which would have made it hit crit. Oh.
Because I was planning on keeping it for the torpedo shot, because I only thought she got the ion when she shot, not when she was shot, or you know, her time. So I didn't think I'd get it yet.
I thought you were preemptively target locking for that freelance.
That was too, but also for the torpedo. And then when he shot, it's just slipped my mind.
No problem. Happens to the best of us.
This will force me to remember.
You'll never forget this match.
Exactly, it'll be scarred in my brain. Especially 6 blank Sabine over here.
Should have evaded. So wounded. After you perform an action, roll 1 attack die. On a hit or crit, gain 1 stress token. And then yeah, disabled power regulator. So we'll see him get rid of that one at least. He is ioned this turn. So Luke really needs to get over here and mop up green. Blue's probably going to come in here. Too hard. Will he be able to reach? I think. It'll be a stretch, but that'll actually benefit him. So does Nora... I guess Nora still has 1 proton torp. Deathdream says, this list seems to be a joust list. And if there's one thing you don't do is split your forces. I think this list was conceived of as things that are hard to hit. So I don't... Yeah, I mean, I guess with Proton Torps you do think of it as a jousty list, but... Maybe. I think he kind of got... He was... Well, Sabine got killed while they were all together. And then Nora bumped like 3 turns in a row. That's really good flying from Teemo. Forcing those bumps. But then Luke, after he got hit a couple times, needed to go regen. So that kept his forces away. Again, I think that's a reason why R5 would be better on Luke than R2. Because then you can stay in the fight. You can still shoot while regenning. Oh, Deathdream's talking about the fire sprays. The fire sprays split up. I don't know, I think they do alright on their own, especially with that back arc. But yeah, it is nice when you can use one to cause a bump. And then sort of get in the way with the other 2. So Nora moves forward, focuses, gets rid of the disabled power regulator. is not in range 1 anymore. Does have a rear arc shot probably on green. But red probably has her. Blue moves up. I think he's just out. Alright, so Luke closing his S-foils, spending a force point, barrel roll, or boosts into a target lock. So he's only going to get to shoot 2 dice. Range 2. He does have a target lock and a force token. He's going to target lock that blank into another blank. 1 hit. 2 evades. Ooh, green is not going down without a fight. Nora's probably got a 2 dice rear arc shot. Target lock and focus. One hit and a blank. Same roll. Is she going to spend it here? She can't. She probably can't kill it. I almost wonder if you leave it. No, she's gonna spend it. Oh, she probably didn't mean to roll both. Yeah, it's 2 hits. One evade and a focus. He's gonna spend the focus to take nothing. Let's see if blue has a shot, and he doesn't. I did accurately call that one. I think red's got both. Yep. Looks like he probably has an obstructed shot and a Nora here. Has a range 3 shot at both. So I'm gonna shoot Nora through a rock. Ooh, spins it. Hit crit on Nora. So Nora should be range 3 through a rock, should be 3 dice. 15 minutes left, 67 to 74. Ooh, spins it, takes a crit. Let's hope it's not direct hit. That's the old crit. Oh, they're gonna roll for Nora's action, thanks to wounded. See if she gets a stress, and she does. Takes a new crit. Structural damage. While you defend, roll 1 fewer dice. So while you defend, if there is an enemy ship at range 0 to 1, you may add 1 evade result to your dice results. If you don't roll dice, if you have 0 agility, Can you still add a dice result? Do you roll 0 dice? I would imagine so, but yeah, you still add. Okay. So now the question is, if you're Luke, do you continue the pursuit of green? Green and blue are on the same, so I think you try to move away from red here. I almost wonder if you bank with Nora. Try to get something in the rear arc. I don't know if coming down here to engage really helps you. What do you do with Luke? Do you talon roll him? Trying to get him to face this direction. Boost into a turn. Death Dream says, Proton with Nora, I guess. Death or glory. She doesn't have any target locks right now, so she'd need to move into target lock range, which I don't think Blue is going to let her do. I think he's going to come in here and engage. Move up here. Red's doing A-OK, 6 and 3. So what do you do with him? Do you cover green here, or do you move him down? 1 bank, 2 bank. Could talon roll with green. Oh, and he does! Look at that! He's gonna move it forward. Try and get in Luke's way. There's the stress. There is the 2 straight with red and a focus. 3 forward with blue and a focus. One forward from Nora. Probably keeps green in the back arc. Not going to get a shot on blue. Goes for the target lock. We'll have 2, actually. She should probably do 1 on each of these, honestly. Yep. Lines up the freelance slicer shot. Probably needs to roll for wounded. Yep, there's the roll. And does not take any stress. Luke is going to spend a force point. He regen. Oh, with the 3 talon roll! Look at that spicy man. Range 1 shot into the side of green. He's going to start us off. His S-foils are closed, so it's only going to be 3 dice. One hit and a focus. He's going to spend a force point. Ooh, and 2 go through. Green is dead. He's out of here. Now, these 2 shots should benefit Nora. Let's see if Nora has a rear arc shot. Nothing in the front. Does have a range 2 into red. So we'll see if she can force red to spin that focus without using her target lock. Ooh, hit crit. Those are natties. And a focus. Is he going to spend it? Yep, he does spend it. So that means Nora doesn't have to spend her target lock. Sorry, red still got 1. Yeah, because he evaded 1 and took 1. Okay. So red still got 2 shields. Yep, there we go. Alright. Nora thinking about using Freelance, and she does it. I think that's our first use of Freelance Slicer. Forces him to take a jam token. So both of them gain a jam token. So she spent... Yeah. So it breaks her lock on red. And forces blue to discard his focus. Yeah, there we go. Nora spent the target lock, so it's gone. Ooh, 2 hits and a crit. Nora has structural damage, so just has to take it. Oh, well. It was a good thought. So Luke needs to kill blue in this next turn, which shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, how much time do we have left? 6 minutes. It is 101 to 109. Wow. It's closer than I thought. Teemo is winning. But if Luke can get blue off the table, or half of red, six and 4, so that's 10, so he needs to get 5. He needs to do 3 more damage into red, or 2 more damage into blue. Blue doesn't really have a choice. He has to go over this rock. He could take another damage. Probably needs to turn left. No supernatural for Luke since he's stressed. So we can probably guess that Luke is going to do a 1 bank. Gonna roll for that rock. Takes a damage. Oh, blue's down to 1 hull. Oh no, he dies because of stunned. Blue's dead? Oh no! Oh no! Red's gonna try and get over this rock too, and he takes a crit! Oh, 6 and 1. 2 more needed to get half points. Oh, does Luke just do a 1 bank? He's going to open those S-foils. Going to regen. sorry, he regened both of those force points, but I just missed it. There's that range one. He's going to target lock. And he's not too worried. He's still got one charge left on R2-D2. So if he takes a damage... he can move away and regen. Here's a 4-dice shot from Luke. Looking for 2 at least. Hit crit is going to target lock the other 2. Oh! 3 hits and a crit! Nothing. He's taking all of that. 1 shield. 1, 2, 3 hits and a crit. Maybe it'll be weapons failure. Stunned pilot. Oh, he got it again. All right, here's the return shot. 1 hit. Ooh, blanks out. So 1 shield on Luke. Boy, what a change. 167 to 109. Luke may opt to run away and regen. Fabio says R2-D2 is insane. We'll see if he opts to use it. I still like this list better with Juke, Sabine, and R5 Luke. We'll see. Two minutes left. How much is Luke worth? 91 points, so half of Luke would definitely put Teemo on top. Needs, what, 2 more hits on Luke? 4 and 2 is 6, so yeah, he would need 3 damage. He's done 2. No, he's done 1, sorry. Luke's probably going to regen. So 2 to 3 damage on Luke. There's the 2 bank. And a focus. Oh, I never took red off the overlay. There we go. 109 to 200. Alright, so Luke runs, doesn't get far enough. Luke is regenning. So that is the last R2-D2 charge. Oh, wow. Hit, crit out the back arc into Luke. Luke does have 1 force charge. Spins the... Probably should just spin the focus. Yeah. Spins the focus. Takes 1 on the shields. And Teemo calls it GG. And that's going to do it. Timer runs out. Luke's facing the wrong direction. And red fire spray's facing the board edge. So that is it. Luke MVP for sure. Rebels take it. But man, what a fight these fire sprays put up. It was down to the last round. That's going to do it. Thanks everybody for watching. On behalf of Hexout Gaming, this is Scott, signing off. Alright, let's go into the post game. Settle up bets. I don't think I ever changed them, or stopped them. Alright, congrats to Mars. Got those bets correctly. Triple fire spray. Not bad. Didn't see any use of the reinforce. Seems like it was always better to focus. Lots of boosting. Alright, well I'm going to see if I can get another game up in here, and I'll be back when that's ready.
alone. It's impossible. I can't do this. I'll just leave this off.
Don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking to love him.
You complete me. Alright. Hey everybody. Welcome back to Hexalf Gaming. This is the pre-show. Here are the two lists that we'll be playing today. Got Voice of the Force versus Akrathale? We'll figure out how to pronounce that eventually. Got the two brothers and Wolfero. I don't know that... Have we ever had an Ozatuk on stream in 2.0? I don't know. We have now. And on the other side, got a weird list. We have Rourke. We have a Hawk with no title. Insane. We've got Magva in the U-Wing. She had the same ability as her crew. While a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, the attacker cannot reroll more than one attack die. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Good to munitions meta. Friendly ship at range 0 to 2, so it doesn't have to be in arc or anything. Marksmanship. He put marksmanship on Dutch and Magva, which is a little weird, but we'll see how that works out for him. And this is Dutch with no no turret. Wedge with swarm tactics, so he's probably going to bring Magva up, and then Rourke will bring Dutch up or something like that. Getting ready to place racks. Mar says this is a tough one. Yeah, both have rebels. We've got a 3-ship list that's probably stronger versus a 4-ship janky list. But there are 4 of them. Bets on 1. Bets on the 4-ship list. Okay, alright. I've never seen Akrathale. Archie here. I'll give him a nickname. We'll see who places first. Tell me who has initiative. Mars says, generally speaking, ships are better than upgrades. Yeah. Especially in this 3-ship list where, like, there's only 3 of them, and none of them are super arc dodgy. So just sort of depending on tankiness in this game, not great. Unless you're a Punisher and you can be tanky and hit really hard. These ships can't really do that. Wolfero, maybe. While you perform a primary attack, if you are damaged, you may roll 1 additional die. I didn't see who placed first, but whoever places last. Voice of the Force placed second, so that means Archie over here has initiative. Oh yeah, that's where that token is. Okay, cool. Alright, Cupcake's placing it on the 4-ship rebels as well. Let's see something here. Oh, my bad. I hadn't actually started bets yet. That's my bad. So if you'd already placed one, you might have to place it again. forget in Game Master mode, which is why I have this black hand. Everybody can see what I'm doing, see what I'm looking at. But I have to be in this mode to start the timer. I love Cupcake says, only because I believe Wedge could do work in this matchup. Place your bet again, because I hadn't started bets yet. Accidentally. There you go. There's the bets. 2 for Archie, 1 for Voice of the Force. Where's old Wolfero gonna go? Alright, Wedge goes down last, facing a rock, but he's gonna have to commit to a direction sooner or later. Alright, looks like these guys are placed. They're gonna start dialing it in. Alright, Archie, taking his time thinking about these dials. Maybe he does a zero maneuver with the Y-wing, or the U-wing, right off the bat. Mara says, I was so ready to fall in love with the Resistance. Then I found out they're keeping Han's pilot ability from first edition. Yeah, it's not great. What is it? It's like you can set up within range 2 of their board edge or something. He better be cheap. Alright, looks like all dials are down. Let's start this timer. Start my timer. And away we go. Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got another match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Voice of the Force on the left and Akrathale on the right. We're going to call him Archie for now. These guys are already off to the races. On the left, we've got the Tube Brothers, Benthic 2 Tubes and Adrio 2 Tubes, able to share those focuses. Benthic's got advanced sensors so he can focus before he moves. Perceptive Copilot, so he has 2 focuses. Jyn Erso, so he can change a focus into an evade. And then that Pivot Wing, allowing him to stop and turn around on a dime. Drio's got Proton Torpedoes. He's going to get plenty of focuses, maybe some evades, so might as well use a target lock as his action and do a big old 4 dice shot. R4 to make those 1s and 2s less stressful, maybe even blue. And the S foils. Wolfero with Trick Shot, so he can shoot an extra die when his shot is obstructed. Mag Viaro, so he can get a target lock after he defends. Saul, So he can turn all of his focuses into crits by taking a damage, and a hull upgrade because he's going to be damaging himself. And then, of course, his ability when he's damaged, he rolls an extra attack die. Powerful stuff. One thing I got to remember about the Auzituck. Oh, let's change over to Spectator. One thing I forget about the Auzituck, it does not have a target lock. So it's going to need to roll some natties. It does have Reinforce and a red barrel roll. A little bit of repositioning. Auzituck's always been bad at turning around, but has that 180-degree arc. On the right side, we've got a 4-ship rebel list. Couple pretty thin ships here. Wedge with Swarp Tactics going to be able to bring up ships to Initiative 6. Let's actually put his servo motor S-foils on there, so we can keep track of that. There we go. They are currently open. So he's got Swarm Tactics, he can bring somebody up to 6. Rourke Garnet is going to be able to bring somebody up to 7. We could see Rourke bring Wedge up to 7, and then Wedge bring somebody else up to 7. Jen Urso, going to be able to change a focus into an evade. No Moldy Crow title on this Hawk. That is not an oversight. That is just not on there. Dutch Vander with marksmanship and proton torpedoes, no turret. That is not an oversight. There is just no turret. Magviaro in the Y-Wing, going to be able to stop people from re-rolling too many dice when they're shooting at ships range 0 to 2 of her. She's got marksmanship and tactical officer. Tactical officer going to allow her to coordinate without taking a stress. Marksmanship on Dutch and Magva. Going to be able to turn a hit into a crit in that bullseye arc. Modest pile of garbage in the chat. I can only believe in the Tubes. They're the underdogs this match, man. Nobody wants to believe. But I'll believe with you. Actually, it's 2-2, so it's even. But it's because I voted for the underdog here. Alright, Magva. Going ahead and bumping into Wedge. Putting her in a weird angle. See how that works out for him. 3 bank out of Dutch. Goes for the focus. 2 forward out of Rourke. Has that arc facing forward. Let's take a look at those initiatives. 6 for Wedge, 4 for Rourke, 4 for Dutch, and 3 for Magva. Alright. 3, 6, 3, 4, and 4. Yeah, okay. I think they might have moved out of order. Whatever. Mars, I'm not even repeating that on stream. You gotta watch live for jokes that terrible. 3 bank out of Wedge. He boosts left. Probably doesn't want to get too far away from his friends here. Wants to be able to give that initiative value away. And that's the end of that turn. Back to dials we go. So we see the tubulars coming down the bottom of the map. So we know they're going to want to engage over here. So the question is, can you turn these guys and get them in some sort of meaningful formation for an engagement here, or do you just try and go behind them? Archie does have initiative, so his Magva will be moving before Benthic. Nope, sorry, Benthic's a 2. And Adria's a 2. So never mind. Those two will move first. Then Magva. Then Wolfero. Then Rorken. Okay. So we'll get to respond a little bit to these movements. We do have closed S-foils from Wedge, which is what gave him the ability to boost there. Don't think he's ready to stop with Magva and turn around, but we'll see. I think Magva would be out here. Ooh, minus pile of garbage with the subscription. Thank you. Thank you both for the subscription and the game that you played on stream. Goes for the Focus Evade, thanks to Perceptive Copilot and Jen Urso. 3 hard out of... Oh god, I gotta get my 2 tubes right. Adrio is in the X-Wing. Goes for the barrel roll. Two bank out of Magva. She knows she needs to stick around. Not going for any coordinate. It's gonna be tough seeing Rourke up here and not going, hey, why aren't you focusing? Why aren't you banking your focus? Because he can't. Doesn't have the title. 2 hard out of Dutch. 2 bank bump out of Rourke. Wolfero does a stop maneuver. I didn't know he had that in his arsenal. Nicely done. Takes a stress. Gets him nice and ready to come up through this gap here in the asteroids.
Let's suppose that you were able every night.
3 bank and a boost out of Wedge.
But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control.
Gets a range 3 shot into Benthic. He has no mods. Benthic has a focus and an evade. Will be 3v2 though. Oh, it's only 2 dice because of his S-foils. That's right. And nothing. Blank and a focus. Turns out you do need mods. So let's take a look at, nothing for Wolfero in that side arc. Let's take a look at the interaction between the 2 tubes here. Starts out with Benthic. After you perform a focus action, you may transfer 1 of your focus tokens to a friendly ship at range 1 to 2. Generally, that's going to be Adrio. Before you activate, if you are focused, you may perform an action. So you would see Benthic, double focus or focus evade, thanks to Perceptive Copilot and Advanced Sensors. Hand that focus off, and then once his activation is done, Adrio would go. And since he's focused, he can do an action before he activates. So he could do a barrel roll, target lock, another focus, whatever he wants. Mar's saying 2 tubes don't see enough table time, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I saw a little bit of them at the beginning of 2.0, I think, as people were transitioning from what they knew in 1.0 over. But yeah, they definitely should have a place. Marsh says they're kind of expensive for 2 Initiative 2 ship combo, but still. Yeah, maybe we'll see them get adjusted a little bit. Let's take a look at those point costs. So this Benthic build 67 points. This Adrio build is 56. Adrio doesn't feel too bad. I mean, you probably don't need the Proton Torps on there. So that would drop it down to 47, which isn't bad. But Benthic is 47 points on its own. I don't know. It's not terribly costed. The problem is if you drop Benthic too much, then you get a really cheap coordinating ship that can also hand off focuses. So that's insanely efficient. Alright, so Benthic, Focus Evade, Adrio, just as a regular move and a focus. Too hard turn from Magva. Going for the coordinate. Probably expecting one of these ships to bump. She's got all of her ships in range. Coordinates a boost to Wedge. Wedge is just all up in the business of this U-Wing, who is fortunate enough to have Focus Evade. 3 forward out of Dutch, bumps into Magva. Not going to get those torps off this round. There's the 1 bank out of Rourke. Might be able to bring Magva up. One bank out of Wolfero. Probably reinforce? You could focus if you don't want to use Saw. Magva is probably going to give you the target lock. Yeah, well, he goes for the focus. Oof. Wedge goes onto the rock. Why did he boost himself? Takes a hit. That was unfortunate. So Wedge was here. But Too Hard would have put him somewhere in there. I mean, if he hadn't boosted, he would be back here. So Rourke gives Magva initiative 7. Magva's got Wedge and Wolfero. Probably shoot at Wedge. It is obstructed. And range 3. Looks like he's going to shoot Wolfero. 2 hits. Oh, he's got Wolfero in the bullseye arc, so marksmanship. 1 evade. He's going to spin the focus. Yep. Take nothing. And that gives Wolfero a target lock thanks to Magva. Magva Crew. After you defend, if the attack hit, which it did not, you may acquire target lock. So he can't take that target lock, actually. Oh, yeah. Chase. I was wondering why I wasn't shooting Wedge, because I got confused with this formation. It's because Wedge is on that team. Guys. I'm bad at X-Wing. This is the team, and this is the team. It doesn't look like there's any shot from this side arc. So Wolfero is going to shoot into Magva. Ooh, triple focuses. He takes a damage to turn them all to crits. This is range 3 unobstructed. 2 dice for Magva. 1 evade. Takes 2 crits. 2 shields on the U-Wing. So Adrio, I'm going to take a range 2 shot, obstructed into Wedge. Hit crit. Three dice for Wedge. One evade. Takes 1 on the shields. And that's it. So we'll see if Magva opts to maybe stay there. Oh, she just needs to not be in the way. She could probably move up and then coordinate. But there's nothing in range for Dutch. So if she moves up here and tries to coordinate target lock, it ain't gonna work. She could coordinate one to Rourke. You gotta remember that focus does not stick around for Rourke. He does not have the multi-crow title.
Is this yours? Hey, did you guys drop this? It says Dank Kush.
Back dials we go. Man, where do you put Wedge here? Adrio might forward. Could see Benthic stop, or maybe just one bank. Maybe too hard. It doesn't matter. He's got advanced sensors. Could double focus, give 1 to Adrio. Adrio's got his wings open now. He can't boost anyway, so he could barrel roll backwards and then maybe 1 bank left. It's awfully close to that rock. Mars says Wedge Talon roll right. That, yeah. Because you don't think Adrio is going to be there. He could move Adrio out of the way and then put Benthic here, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. Oof, that's a tough one. Yeah, moving Benthic last means no combo for Edrio. Well, you can still hand off your focus, but Edrio can't do anything. I mean, can't do any special crazy thing. So you could still have him move forward, target lock, have Benthic move, and then hand off a focus. So he's double modded, but a lot of the craziness you can't do. Alright, there's the advanced sensor focus. Only one? Oh, so he's double focusing, but he's going to go ahead and give it away to Edrio. Yeah, after you perform the action, you get to hand it off. So he hands it off, then he bumps. Alright, Edrio's going to go ahead and get his maneuver, which he barrel rolls backwards. Now, will he fit if he moves left? Oh, yeah. So he still bumps into Wolfro, which is a little unfortunate, but he's getting in the way of Wedge here. Three forward from Magma. Does she want to reach back here and coordinate or focus for herself? She's still got marksmanship lined up here, which is nice. Of course, Benthic hasn't taken any damage, so the likelihood of getting a crit through on this shot is pretty small. Ooh, he does coordinate a barrel roll, just like Mars said. Nicely done. Voice of Force asking, can you barrel roll over a rock? Not that direction, no. Yeah, you'd have to have collision detector. I wonder if that means he did some kind of left-facing maneuver. At this point, it just feels like, who do you want to bump into? I bet he did some sort of straight maneuver, so he's going to be in here somewhere. He coordinates a focus. He's going to at least try and take some defensive mods. Pretty smart. There's the one forward from Dutch. Gonna look for a target lock. He's got two here, Wolfero and Adrio. Wolfero's lost one shield. Gonna go for Adrio, probably the smart maneuver. You don't want to have an injured Wolfero right now. And Dutch took a coordinate, so he's going to give one to Magva. So both Magva and Dutch have target locks here. There's another bump from Rourke, so he's not going to have any mods. Who does he bring up? Probably going to bring Magva up. Wolfero with a 1 bank. Bumps into Magva, so he's not going to shoot there. Has Saul for focuses, but not going to have a target lock for rerolls, and I doubt Dutch or Rourke would shoot Wolfero right now. There's a 3 Talon roll from Wedge. Who does it say he bumped into? Now touching Wolfero. Okay, so he can't shoot Wolfero. So what was his plan there? He was going to barrel roll this way and then Talon roll back left? I mean, left? He'd be facing this way, probably back on the rock. So he rolls for the rock. Doesn't look like he took anything. Alright, Dutch gets brought up to 7. So Dutch is going to shoot his Proton Torp. Ooh! 3 hits and a crit out of Dutch. Doesn't even need to spin the lock. So that turns into 2 hits and 2 crits. Shooting into Adrio. Spins his focus. Takes hit, crit, crit. That's 2 shields. And a crit. Let's see what that crit is. Disabled power regulator. He has not engaged yet, so he will do an ion maneuver next turn. Will that put him on a rock? No, it'll put him right beside it. He still could be able to do an action before his maneuver. So he could potentially boost. I don't think there's any great benefit to that. 1 crit out of Rourke. This must be into Wolfero. So Wolfero's just going to take it. Has to, doesn't have any mods. So loses that shield. Is not damaged yet, so will not get the extra die. But does get the Magva target lock on Rourke. Oh, they're discussing Wedge's swarm tactics, which probably should have gone to Magva. I think they're still trying to figure out initiative here. It's a missed opportunity. I mean, you let... Yeah. He started shooting with Dutch, so he missed that opportunity. It's not like somebody else started shooting before he could figure it out. Wolfero, gonna shoot into Rourke. Has a target lock. Gonna spend it on this blank. Oop, I'm gonna spend it on both. Oh, nope. Probably gonna keep the focus. And then re-roll this one. Yep, okay. That's the order of operations here. Then he gets to decide, should he spend Saw, or is it worth it? Nope. Just gonna leave the crit. We'll see if he regrets it. Does not, because those are natties. Good thing he didn't damage himself. It would give him the extra attack die, but why force it? Alright, here's Magvin the U-Wing. Has a range 1 shot into a Drio. Probably should take that shot. Two hits and a crit, very respectable. So the crit's going through. Oh, and he does have marksmanship, but not on that ship. Okay. Evades 1, takes hit crit. If either of those is if that's a double damage, he's dead. It's not, it's stunned pilot. So as long as he doesn't hit an obstacle. Ooh, that's... It's precarious. Alright. Adrio's going to take a range 1 shot into Wedge. 4 dice, no mods. 1 hit. Wedge does have a focus, but doesn't matter. Double evades. Magva, going to take her shot, range 2 into Wedge. 3 dice. Hit crit. One evade, the crit goes through. And he doesn't have any shields left to absorb that. So... Oh, it's hit crit, sorry. So it is hit crit. And that is stunned pilot as well. Luckily, Wedge is off of that rock. He is stressed now, because he did try to do a 3 Talon roll. So no turnaround maneuvers. Probably a 1 bank, maybe a 2 forward. Depends on how important getting rid of this stress is. Can't coordinate to that ship. No AP5 on the board. What do the points look like? 28 to 28. We are tied. Did not expect that. 39 minutes left. Adrio is ioned. And Adrio moves... Adrio and Benthic both move first. So we could see a stop, advanced sensor, focus, hand one off to Adrio, but He's actually in an okay spot. He's just gonna bump into Wolfero. And then Magva kind of gums up the works here. I don't think... It's tough. I don't know that a one bank from Dutch fits in here. Oh, Dutch didn't have to spend his target lock, so it doesn't matter. He's gonna get a Torp shot off. He knows exactly where Edrio is gonna be, and there's nothing that can stop him from taking that shot. I'm sure Magva would love to coordinate a focus back there, so it would be double modded. What's Edrio got left? He's on 1, so a single modded Proton Torp probably gonna be enough to bring him down. Dials are going down. Wedge's dial is still out here. Wolfero could just try and bump. 1 forward, 1 bank. He's got Saw for focuses. And if somebody can shoot him, then he can shoot them. So he'll take that target lock if he gets it. How many hull does the Auzituck have? 6? Yep, 6 and 2. 8 total. He does have hull upgrade though, so he's at 7 and 2. Looks like dials are down. Somebody's mulling something over. I wonder if there's anywhere to go with Magva here. Magva's got to go before these two. Stop maneuver. Coordinates a focus to Wolfero. Wow. No, he focuses, double focuses, gives one to Wolfero. Okay. 1 forward, bumps with Edrio. So maybe Magva would move out here. Maybe. I don't know why you do the stop maneuver. The stress doesn't help you. You're gonna be there anyway. Just limits your dial next turn. Ooh, Dutch does not bump. So is probably gonna focus. Yep, take that fully modded shot now. Orc does bump. Wolfero does a 1 bank and bumps. Wedge does a 2 bank. He's thinking about closing his wings. Yep, he closes them. 2 bank, probably going to boost out of there. Goes for an evade thanks to Jyn Erso. And boosts right. Mars says, I wouldn't dodge. He's not dodging any arcs that way. Well, he did it. I think he's a little afraid of Rourke's arc, but he shouldn't have been. Nothing for Wedge to hit with swarm tactics. Rourke is going to bring... I don't know. Dutch? Nope, he's going to bring Magva up. He's going to take a range 1 shot into a Drio, I would assume. That's the only... Well, no, he's got 2 shots. I think he's going to shoot a Drio. Yep, 4 dice. That's range 1. That's hit, crit. That is a dead Adrio. That is marksmanship for 2 crits. And Adrio is gone. 28 to 56 now. And that's a torp that Dutch doesn't have to spend. I think they're just getting all those cards out.
Hi, fellas. Buddy Weed talking. We just had a few Venus for you. A few tunes maybe you'll enjoy. Fellas and myself all hope that you'll
Alright, Dutch will take a primary shot then
play on guitar,
into Benthic.
all but knocking themselves out. Really cut a few good sides, which maybe you'll have you rocking them.
What is Dutch getting 3 dice from? Was that Dutch? Doesn't he have a 2 dice primary? I don't know what I'm missing here. Well, Benthic didn't take any damage, I guess, so it doesn't matter. Somebody shot into Wolfero. Oh, maybe that was Dutch into Wolfero. Maybe that's what I was missing here. I was thinking it was into Benthic. Ah, you're shooting into Wolfero. Okay, that's where I was confused. So Wolfero takes 1 damage. I'm starting to forget who's on what team here. Wedge, Magva, Dutch, and Rourke. Now it's versus Benthic and Wolfero. There's a 4-dice shot because Wolfero is damaged into Wedge. 3 crits. He does damage himself to get that. One evade, probably going to spend it and take another crit. So as long as that's not a double damage, he will live. It's not a double damage, it's a damage sensor array. Alright, so Benthic's got a range 3 obstructed shot into Wedge. It'll be 3v4. Oh boy. 3 natural hits. 2 plus range 3 plus the obstruction, so 4. One evade, not enough. Wedge is gone. So that's points on the board for Voice of the Force. 55 to 56. Boy, this is close. 26 minutes left. Rourke, Dutch, Magva versus Benthic and Wolfero. Wolfero needs to outdamage these ships, and they are very close to getting behind him. I don't know why Magva opted to do the stop maneuver. A 1 forward would have kept it unstressed and allow her to stop this turn. Oh. Wow. Mars pointing out Adrio is more points than Wedge. Adrio is 55 points, or 56 points. Wedge is 55. It's the Torps, yeah. I mean, that is a very skinny Wedge. How much are they on their own? 52 for Wedge, 45 for Adrio. It just depends on how beefy you make your X-Wing. Alright, dials are going down. I mean, I think you still just bump with Wolfero, right? Well, Magva's got to move. She could just try and 1 bank into you and stay right there. But yeah, I think you just 1 forward, maybe 1 bank left. Just try and stay there. You could stop maneuver if you want to make sure. Actually, Benthic moves first, so Benthic could do a 1 bank, be in here, try and double focus, and then you've got Magva blocked. She could try a 3 bank, maybe. There's the 1 bank. Ooh, that does not put it on a rock. Ooh, that was close. Just see that blue of the match shining through. Double focuses, hands 1 off to Wolfero. 2 bank out of Magva. That bumps. Dutch with a 1 bank. Gonna stay right there. Rourke with a 1 bank. Gonna stay right there. And a 1 bank out of Wolfero, who will just stay right there. And Wolfero has a focus and a target lock on Dutch. Dutch has not been touched yet. So Rourke's going to bring Magva up, who's going to take a range 1 shot into Benthic. Mars is calling fortressing. Hit crit and a focus. He doesn't have a focus, so hit crit. Double crit thanks to marksmanship. One evade, takes a crit, the first shield on Magva. No, that's Benthic, sorry. So now Dutch is going to shoot range 1 into Wolfero, hit crit. One blank, takes hit crit on Wolfero. Let's hope it's not a weapons failure. Console fire. Before you engage, roll 1 attack die. On a hit, suffer 1 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should have 2 hull left. No, he should have 3 because he has a hull upgrade. Alright, Rourke's gonna shoot. 3 dice, range 1 into Wolfero. 2 hits. Does he spend the focus? He's either gonna... I think you spend it here. Yeah. And then you use Saw. Ooh, actually that would kill him, wouldn't it? So he evades 1, takes 1. No, he's got 2 left. He's got to roll for console fire. Alright, here's the console fire roll. Ooh, it's a crit! If that's a double damage, he could die right now. On a hit, suffer 1 damage. Oh, sorry, so sorry. So not a crit. Okay, so he's fine. Alright, so he is engaging now. He's got a range 1 plus his ability, so it's a 5 dice attack into Dutch. 1, 2, 3 hits. Gonna target lock the blank into another blank. And he's not going to use his ability. Dutch rolls a blank. So Dutch takes 1, 2, 3 damage. 94 to 55. Alright. Benthic has a range 2 at Dutch. Or a range 1 at Magva. Gonna take the range 1. 3 hits. Magva already shot. Rourke brought Magva up. She shot first. Alright, 2 blanks. So Magva takes a shield. And 2 hull. No problem. So do they just bump again? Do they just keep doing this? There's no advanced sensors over here. So if they do this, it would be unmodded. I mean, he could bring... Rourke could bring Magva up again, and Dutch shoots before Wolfero. Both of these shoot. So they could all shoot before Wolfero. Is Jin... Jin's on Benthic, so he could give a focus to Wolfero and turn it into an evade. But I almost wonder if you have to turn out of here with Wolfero. Maybe you hard turn with Wolfero. Benthic can double focus, hand one off to Wolfero. I don't think Wolfero used Magva to get a target lock, did he? I mean, he got hit a bunch. Maybe 1 bank and 2 hard or something. Goes for the 1 forward. Man, that's really close to that rock. He's fine. Just barely clips Wolfero. 4 forward out of Magva. So we're definitely going to see a stop next turn. Doesn't have coordinate range. Could take a target lock. Yeah, probably be worth maybe Benthic. No, puts it on Wolfero. I think Wolfero is going to get too far away. You shoot first. Probably worth target locking so that you can give one to Rourke. That way you know you both have mods. Yeah, he knows Wolfero's turning away from here. Now, what if Wolfero did a stop maneuver here? Ooh, there's a 1 bank. So both of these ships have range 1 shots into Benthic. Benthic's at 5 and 2, so not really hurting. Nobody's getting brought up to 7, though. I mean, he could bring Magva, but that ain't gonna help. Ooh, goes for the jam on Wolfero. So takes a stress. I don't know that that helps, because nobody can shoot Wolfero. Flips the console fire. No shots. Probably Dutch into Benthic. Dutch or Rourke? Dutch. Gonna reroll all of it for 1 crit. 1 evade. Three natty hits. And 1 natty evade takes 2. Shields are gone on Benthic. 82 to 94. 11 minutes left. So that's those 2 shots. Benthic's going to get a return shot, probably into Dutch. 1 hit. Focuses for 2. So 1 goes through on Dutch. That is half points, 108 to 94. So that puts him in the lead. Goes from 82 to 108. 108 to 94, 11 minutes left. Probably going to see a stop maneuver out of Magva. Benthic. Would Benthic stop? I don't know. A stop's not a bad idea, because Dutch, unless he K-turns over this rock, he doesn't have a turret. So if you stop here and face backwards towards Magva and just let Rourke go onto this rock or something, they're in really bad positions here. I bet we'll see a K-turn out of Dutch. Unless he wants to try and move out of here, target lock, and then give 1 to Magva. Probably a hard 2 out of Wolfero. Give him arc on all this. Nine minutes left. Thinking about that Rourke move. Yeah, I don't know what you do with Rourke. You're stressed. You move after. I mean, maybe you just go in here to bump and then give point arc towards Magva. Well, I mean, Magva's already shooting before Benthic, so I don't know. Stop maneuver. Giving a focus to Wolfero, probably thinking about whether he wants it to be an evade or not. There's the turnaround. They both have focus. There's the stop maneuver out of Magva. Takes the stress. Doesn't have any advanced sensors. No way to get mods here. Let's read Dutch real quick. Does Dutch give a target lock or give you a target lock action? That ship may acquire a target lock on the object you locked. Okay. It's not an action. So he could... Well, nope, he bumps. So that ain't happening. And there's a bump from Rourke. Too hard from Wolfero. Probably should target lock Magva. Then they can both unload. Magva's got 3 left. Oh, he goes for the evade. There's only one ship that can shoot you. Why wouldn't you target lock? You shoot before it. You could PS kill it. What's happening? No, Benthic can't PS kill it. Wolfero might be able to. So he is going to bring... Oh, he can't PS kill. That's right, because Rourke is going to bring Magva up so that he shoots before Wolfero. Alright. Needs to stay alive if he's going to try and kill Magva. Ooh, is that obstructed? It sure is. Obstructed range 3. So 3 dice. It's a trick shot. Does Magva hit? No. So he's going to shoot range 1 into Benthic. 1 hit. The hit turns into a crit. And there's the single evade. So both of these 4s are going to shoot nothing because they bumped into the only ship they could shoot. Does he have trick shot on Wolfero? He sure does. Does he have a target lock over here? No. How much does Dutch have left? Dutch has 4 left. Two hits and a crit. A focus. He's got a focus. Might as well spend that. 3 hits and a crit. So 2 of those are going through. 3 of those are going through. Hit crit on Dutch. 1, 2, 3. So as long as that's not a double damage. Stunned pilot after you execute a maneuver if you moved through or overlapped an obstacle. He's going to have to hard turn next turn in order to live. What is that shot? Because it looks beautiful. Oh, that's Benthic. That's Benthic into Magva. And Magva only gets 1 dice. Magva is dead. So that's hit crit. Oh boy, 134 to 94. Wow, Voice of the Force just eating these ships alive, just keeping them bumping, unable to shoot. No advanced sensor for Benthic this turn. Rourke can still bring something up to shoot before Wolfero. They're both 4s, though. Archie does shoot first. Dutch has stunned pilot. Let's go ahead and put that on there, actually. There you go. So he doesn't want to move through an object, an obstacle. And I think a 1 forward, anything forward is. So he's got a bank, probably wants to hard turn. He moves after Benthic. He could potentially just move Rourke up and try to bump into Rourke. I assume they both want to move up and shoot Wolfero. Dial's going down. Which way do you go with Benthic? What are the blue maneuvers on the U-wing? One minute left. Probably getting into our last round. The last 2 rounds, probably. Alright, pivot wing opening up. 1 bank relieves the stress. Double focuses, gives 1 to Wolfero. Thinking about evading. Nope, not gonna do it. So Dutch is gonna do it too hard. Looking at that template, and he is safe. So not taking that stunned pilot damage. Ooh, doesn't bump either. Probably... Is he target lock or focus? Yeah, target locks. In theory, if you're going to choose a single mod, both a focus and a target lock on their own have the same % chance of doing damage. But target locks have a better chance of doing crits, and Dutch is able to give a target lock to Rourke. I don't think... Rourke is definitely not getting any shots. Alright, so that's time. Does Dutch still... Dutch still has 1 proton torpedo. If that's outside of range 1... How much is Wolfero worth? 75. If you were able to kill Wolfero, would that give him... I don't think he'd still... wouldn't be able to win. Although... Ooh! He barrel rolls into range 1... Why would you... He wants to get a proton torp range. Dutch is going to fire first at 7, and if he kills Wolfero at 7, Wolfero will not get... Oh, I probably would have focused for an evade. I don't know. That's tough. It's a tough choice. Ooh! 3 hits. That is a dead Wolfero. Doesn't matter what Wolfero does. Wolfero is out of here. Hit crit goes through. He's going to focus for an evade, but takes hit crit. Doesn't get to fire. Hull breach. Oh, boy. That is 131 to 134. Voice of the Force still winning. Benthic hasn't been brought down to half points yet. 2 hits on Benthic from Rourke. avoids one, takes one on Benthic. Is that half points? It is! Oh! Archie takes it 165 to 134. Holy shit. What an end to that game. The last shot swings it in his favor. Wow. Dutch is on one hull. That is insane. One more round and probably would have seen Benthic stop. Well, you probably would have seen Dutch trying too hard and bump. And then Rourke just move away and turn that arc. Wow, what an incredible game. Thanks to the players. Thanks to everybody for watching. That's going to do it for this match. On behalf of Hexiled Gaming, I'm Scott. Signing off. Alright, let's settle up bets here. So with 165, Archie takes it. What a big back and forth. Jeez. All right. Congrats to I Love Cupcakes and Mars for winning those bets. I think that's going to do it for today's streams. Thanks everybody for watching. Until next time, this is Scott from Hexiled Gaming. Signing off.